Hi, my name's Linnea, and this is going to be my strengths-based career competency interview. I'm going to be acting as though it's the nursing program interviewing me. So to begin, it says, tell me about yourself and what interests you in this program. Well, thank you for having me. I've been a caregiver for over a year now, working closely with individuals who need support with daily living tasks, medical routines, and emotional care. That experience really opened my eyes to how much compassion and resilience it takes to work in healthcare. I've always been patient and kind-hearted, and caregiving helped me realize how much I value being there for others in their most vulnerable moments. That's what drew me to nursing. I'm especially excited about this program because it emphasizes both clinical skills and strong ethical foundation, things I truly connect with as someone who values belief in harmony. What strengths do you bring to this program? I bring a combination of personal and practical strengths. I'm naturally patient and gritty. I don't give up easily, especially when someone else is depending on me. My Clifton strengths include belief, which gives me a strong sense of purpose, and also my my Clifton strengths include learner, which means I'm always eager to improve. I also thrive on building meaningful relationships, which connects me to my realtor strength. These qualities help me not only connect with patients but also work well with a team, stay grounded in challenges, and stay motivated through long shifts and tough days. Describe a situation in which you worked with people who were different from you to a complete project. Well, while caregiving, I was part of a rotating care team that came from all kinds of backgrounds, culturally, logistically, and in terms of caregiving styles. At first, there were some misunderstandings about routines and communication. I used my strength and harmony to help the team find common ground. I listened closely to everyone's concerns and helped create a shared schedule that respected both our differences and our common goal, the best care for the client. Over time, we became a stronger and more united team because we learned the value of each other's perspectives. How do you approach problem solving? Provide an example of a time when you solved a complex problem. Well, I approach problem solving by staying calm, assessing the situation carefully, and taking action based both logic and care. One time while I was caregiving, a client almost fell while trying to get her into bed without assistance. I quickly supported them to prevent the fall and made sure they were safe. After that, I realized this could happen again, so I took the time to review their daily routine and mobility needs. I spoke with the family and suggested a few changes, like installing a bed rail, using a walker placed closer to the bed, and setting reminders for assisted bathroom trips. I also adjusted how I positioned items around their space to reduce the chance of future accidents. This experience showed me how important it is to think ahead, communicate clearly, and take initiative when it comes to someone's safety. Tell me about a time when you recognized and made the most of personal and team strengths to achieve a goal. In caregiving, I worked with a team to improve the quality of life for a bed-bound client. I recognized that one teammate was great at lifting morale, while another was very detail-oriented. I took lead in organizing a care calendar that used our different strengths. For example, scheduling the upbeat team member during more emotional sessions. I focused on building trust with the client and the family. Together we created a much more positive environment and clients' overall mood improved. It was a great example of using our different strengths to make a real difference. Describe a situation when you acted with integrity and accountability to yourself, others, and/or the organization. During my time as a caregiver, I noticed a client had taken a sudden decline in their health. They were more tired than usual, had a poor appetite, and showed signs of confusion. I reviewed their care plan and realized that some of the listed instructions didn't match the client's current condition. Instead of assuming it was intentional or waiting for someone else to catch it, I immediately called the nurse on duty to express my concerns and explained the changes I had observed. After reviewing the situation, the nurse confirmed there had been an oversight and updated the care plan. By speaking up, I was able to help prevent the situation from getting worse. For me, integrity means doing what's right even when it's uncomfortable, and I knew I had to advocate for the client's safety and well-being. How have you used technology to create efficiencies, complete tasks, and/or accomplish goals? Well, my current job at Visiting Angels actually has an app where we are to clock in. This app also includes care plans with daily schedules, routines, medication administration, instructions, and daily tasks that we are to check off after finishing. This app is very useful. It makes sure I know all the information needed to know before going to a client, so I'm not completely thrown to the wolves when I'm there. What questions do you have for me? So I had a few questions. One is regarding how does your program support students emotionally and academically through their challenging clinical rotations? The second question I have is, are there opportunities to connect with mentors or nursing professionals early in the program? And my third question is, how does the program incorporate the use of modern healthcare technology in training? And that is the end of my interview. Thank you so much.